Hey Libras, welcome to Turn Heal. Welcome to the place where we turn heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Welcome to your September reading. I finally got the month right. I've been saying August this whole month. It's crazy. All right, let's get started. I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Libra Collective needs to know for whenever they watch this? Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Power, the Sage, and the Wildling. There's a need to be bold enough to go for what you want. So I'll be using this new tarot deck called The Naked Tarot by Jillian C. Wild. It's a really dope deck. I hope you appreciate it too. Okay. So Power, the Sage, and the Wildling. It's like, be bold enough. Be bold enough to go for the thing that you want. All right? The boldness comes from the Wildling energy. Whatever it is that you're trying to go for, I feel like it requires you to be a new you, a new version of you, okay? You have the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck coming out, along with that Justice card right under it, but let's get into it. The Justice card coming out upright. I feel like someone's doing something. They're supposed to, or they're being led to go for something that makes sense. You know, the universe is on board with it, but they're going to have to step out of themselves to go for that, all right? Whether it's a person or whatever, the Lovers is just major alignment, all right? The universe is on board. When I said alignment, 202 was there, so that's nice. So we have the Naked Heart. Now, the Naked Heart in this deck, this is like what happens after the World card. After you step into your upgrade and you're in this new world and you have this new mentality and you're like, it's like the energy of a new job. Like you took the steps to get this new job. You got the new job and now you have to you're just in this very new energy, which is a Fool card. But it's something like in between that. It's the freshness of it, okay? Right before you get into the Fool energy and you're like, okay, let's see what this energy is like, if that makes sense. Whatever. The Naked Heart. What does it cross by? Five of Swords. All right, let's just pull out all these cards. So get to it. Temperance in reverse. All right, speaking of the Fool card came out with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This is coming out in the subconscious. Someone's they're not cooperating with themselves. All right. I'm feeling like this is an energy that we've already talked about, so I'm going to pray right now. Please give me some very clear direction, okay? So we can clear out this energy. What is it that they need to know? Anything new about this energy here? Because I do feel like this has been the energy of an identity crisis, okay? Someone needs to step out of who they are so that they can go for something. Some of you guys, it is a love, a love interest. All right. Ultimately, we're here with the Strength card coming out in reverse. It does seem like someone doesn't feel like they have the strength. They're trying to gather up the strength to do this thing. They're not trusting their intuition with the Temperance card. With the Five of Swords coming out with the Naked Heart. See, the Libra Collective, or if you're dealing with someone in this collective, or whatever. If you're cross-watching, or if you're a Libra and you're dealing with someone who's like this, then it's someone who's scared to have this level of vulnerability. It scares them shitless, okay? It's been the case. This has been the situation, and it's paralyzing for them, all right? So we have this King of Wands coming out in reverse. They'd rather be that, all right? This is the King of Wands. It did come out in reverse. So they'd rather be this wily energy because that's what makes them feel most comfortable. They have the opportunity to be the come out as a page of wands. There's a new way of showing up when things are passionate for them, when things are inspiring them. They're used to showing up in this way that's like not too great. All right. Some of them move in this manipulative shark type of way. Anytime something comes along that's good for them, and it might be a little bit of sabotage here, all right? So they have the Fool card with the Three of Pentacles. They're not moving forward. They're not cooperating with this new beginning that's coming in, the divine intervention, all right? So we do have the Three of Wands coming out as an internal influence. There might be seeing a new day within them. It might not show itself. Okay. It might not be showing itself on the external as of yet. So we do have the Seven of Swords. We have those two cards of deception, the Five of Swords and Seven of Swords, okay? As they're deceiving others or moving kind of funky with other people, they're deceiving themselves in actuality, okay? So Seven of Swords coming out as an external influence. They're trying to drop, let's look into that. Why is that Seven of Swords in reverse? Page of Pentacles in reverse. And Knight of Cups. It seems like they're trying. They're taking very slow steps towards it though. They kind of just hope that things fall into their lap and things tip in their favor without them having to make this real change. That's what it feels like. Like they don't want to feel this loss. And they're hoping it just comes back. They're hoping they're not going to have to shake things up for real, for something to change in their life, for them to get the results that they want. There's an energy. What reading was this? Whatever. It was a reading where there was someone who thought that somebody was going to come back and they realized that they weren't going to come back, right? And it was that energy and they realized that. Now, this feels like, I don't know if this is the same situation, similar situation where it's like a love interest or whatever. But it does seem like this person, it feels like they just want to have their cake and eat it too. They're like, how do I really have to change? Is it really necessary for me to change? Or is this going to blow over and we can go back to normal? That's what I'm feeling here, okay? But they're recognizing that they're losing an opportunity by not making this change, by not shifting their, by not giving in, surrendering, not cooperating with what the clear signs are telling them to do. So they're feeling a little bit of regret about how they've been moving in the world, but it's starting to hit them now. I feel like they've been stubborn for a while. Something is starting to crack open a little bit, like, oh, this is real. I really lost this person. You know, something like that, all right? If this is a person, if this is whatever they lost, whatever they feel they lost. So we have the Emperor in reverse along with that Lover's card and the Sage in reverse. I mean, yeah, this is just... So I'll show you the cards though. It's so beautiful, isn't that? All right, so that's the Emperor card, but it came out in reverse. Clarifying that Lovers. The Lovers card in reverse. It's like I have to step up from King of Wands to Emperor to get this alignment. But then it's like, but do I really though? Do I really want to be Emperor? Do I have to do that to be Emperor? Do I have to mature and grow? Do I have to apologize? Whatever it is. The Sun card just came out in reverse, but it fell off the table. So that's that on that. But the Sun card came out in reverse. It's like they see what they have to do. They're just not doing it. All right. We have the Tower card coming out here. They know that they have to tap into something more. okay? They know they have to tap into something more to get what they want. And they're just like, yeah, I mean, they're starting to feel it now. They're starting to feel it now, but oh, I need to get that card. They're starting to feel it now, but they're just not really going for it. Anyway. All right. If there's an energy of like true power, true strength, not this fake level of strength that you're trying to put forward. Someone needs to realize that this false ego is just not, it's just really a weakness. All right, what's the blockage? The new information with this person, because we've been following this storyline for a while, the new information about this person is that they're starting to maybe crack open a little bit, like maybe they're starting to get it, like, okay, maybe I should try something else. I don't really see the action yet, but it's like the gears are starting to turn in their mind. So what's the blockage? What's the blockage here? Six of Pentacles. With the Four of Cups. This energy feels a little bit complacent. And it feels a little bit, this triggered me just now. This triggered me a little bit. Hold up. This person has this energy of like, I don't really have to work for it. That's the energy there. Like, I don't have to give you anymore. And it's not because they've given enough. That's one thing. If somebody has given enough and they're like, you're just taking, I'm not giving you anymore. That's one thing. I don't think this person has ever really given. And they're just like, I don't have to. I never did. It always worked. They always came back to me. You're gonna come back to me. You know, that's the energy that I'm getting here. It's the ego is a little bit warped. Wow, this person. Okay, well. Wow. Okay, so Six of Pentacles coming out here in reverse, which is that lack of equal reciprocity with the Four of Cups coming out upright. They're just kind of just being a little bit complacent, not a little, a lot of bit complacent. They know that they're missing out, but they're also feeling like they're not going to miss out for too long, and they don't have to do any work. They don't have to humble themselves and like put in some effort. Anyway, so we have the Six of Cups coming out in reverse. You know, these two sixes coming out, six might be important to you. Okay, but these two sixes coming out, that's like having balance here. And isn't Libra all about the balance? What happened? But they're not about that. They're just like, no, you give me all that I want and I'll sit on my laurels and that's it. That's the way this is going to go. There's a little spark. It's a very small spark though. That's like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should be doing something different here. All right. Now, if this is a situation where, let's say one of those situations where you break up and you get back together and all that, and it's always been that cycle of someone always coming back. Or if you guys argue, you're always the one to come back and apologize or try to patch things up. It set the tone for this connection, okay? That's for some of you guys. Some of them, this is just how they move, and they're used to moving like this with everybody. Like, oh, well, I'm just gonna, the person who cares less wins, right? The person who breaks the silence is the one who cares more, and they lost, you know? So if we get into an argument, I'm just gonna sit back and be quiet and act like whatever, and I'm gonna wait for you to break so you can patch things up and you can do the work to make this get back on track. That's what's happening here, okay? It's and they're used to this, whether it's because of your connection or I don't know. I kind of feel like this is what they're used to with people. I don't know. Okay, that's gonna be different, but that's the energy here. Let's look into that Six of Cups, because it does feel like a repeated cycle energy. And now, because that was a cycle, that was a dynamic there, they're like, oh, so now you want me to come to you and patch it up? No. Yeah, turtle energy. See, they're very stubborn with the Six of Cups and the Hermit card. This person is stubborn. They're just like, no. I'm going to hold my ground and you're going to come to me. And in this case, it's not the case to do that. It's not the case to do that. Because they're going to miss out, as I mentioned. They're shooting themselves in the foot. What are they failing to see? They want more. It's like if you've already given and they haven't reciprocated, they want more. What they're failing to see is that they haven't realized that they're about to lose it for good. Yeah. So that's these are Five of Pentacles coming out here. It came out in reverse, along with the Eight of Cups in reverse. If they don't get their act right, it's over. Like they're about to just be stubborn on their own, you know. Like you go ahead with that same mentality and see how far you get with anything. Seven of Swords in reverse. They're cheating themselves. This might be an energy. This almost feels like an energy of like, this is how they move in the world. And it's probably affecting them in more ways than one, not just in this situation. If this is you need to understand that this stubborn nature, this energy of I don't really have to give too much. You guys have to work for me. Whatever that level of, it's entitlement. The level of entitlement here, you're getting in your own way when it comes to love or career, whatever the case is, okay? And I feel like this is affecting multiple aspects of your life. Tell me more about Seven of Swords. You're cheating yourself out of, you might not realize how many things you cheated yourself out of with this specific attitude, okay? All right. Yeah, you just, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like you're making things a little bit harder. Not a little bit. You're making things a lot of it. You're making things way harder than it needs to be by being this way, by not cooperating, by not playing well in the sandbox, all right? What's the advice? You're going to have to do something radically different. Come through with, you feel like this is your way of asserting power over a dynamic, and it's just fake. It's not. Now, this might have worked. It might have worked, like I mentioned, in certain circumstances. If you're in an argument with someone and you notice if you just stay quiet, they'll come back to you. That might have worked. It might have been a great power position to just stand like this and have it come back. But you have to realize that it's but so many times you can get away with that, especially if people are catching on to your game. All right? There's a need to open up your heart a little bit more. Be okay with saying, hey, the vulnerability. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I messed up. Hey, this is how I feel. There's a need to crack open that heart a little bit more, but someone is so scared of being vulnerable. They're so stuck in this mode because that's what they've been doing. They're like, well, maybe I'll just find more people who will accept this mode, even though that mode is toxic. It's toxic, okay? And because whoever's dealing with that, they're not getting equal reciprocity, and eventually it doesn't lead to happiness for the other person. So you're not creating balanced relationships around you. You're not creating balanced dynamics or healthy dynamics with this mentality. This stoic energy, this power stance, Maybe you'll work on Wall Street or something, or with negotiations, you know, in business. But when it comes to matters of the heart, when it comes to people, real everyday people, and you're just having social interactions, like, come on. Anyway, so someone with the sage energy, this is the sage energy. This is wisdom that they can tap into. They're getting inklings, they're getting intuitive guidance, and they need to tap into that. Once they tap into it, they'll see what they're doing and how they're affecting. I feel like they're going to get these aha moments if they choose to do that. All right. The wildling is, hey, stepping out of how you used to do things, how you used to think, and start thinking differently and moving and showing up differently in the world. What's that advice? Tower with the sun card. See, someone's gonna, who had this reading? Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. Virgo? Maybe? All right, so we have the Tower card coming out with the sun card in reverse. All right, we already know. You can already know what this means, okay? Oh my gosh, I'm unhappy. Oh my gosh, this hasn't been working for me. Oh my gosh, I really missed out on this opportunity and they're really not coming back. Holy cow, what do I do now? I played too hard. I played this game for too long, okay? They called my bluff. Oh my gosh, Tower moment. All right. Now, when I was pre-shuffling here, when I was before, off camera, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups came out. For some of you guys, this epiphany. So I'll put the Virgo reading in the comments, but because it's very much aligned with that, where someone is waiting for someone to come back, and then they realize that this person is not coming back, and it's like, oh wait, oh, they're not coming back. Oh my gosh, I love them though. I need them. Why wouldn't they come back? And it surprises them, the level of unhappiness that they feel because this person is no longer there. And it makes them like, okay, should I be doing something different? Did I do something wrong? Because I don't know if they really reflected on the wrongness of this energy, how toxic this energy was. I don't know if they ever reflected on how toxic they were being by being withholding or creating this dynamic that was just uncooperative. Okay, so this Tower moment's gonna happen for this person. It might crack open their heart, but I mean, whoever's been doing this in this energy, they've been stubborn for a really long time. So I don't know. Well, we have the King of Cups coming out. Oh, that's the Queen of Cups. Okay. Yeah, that's the Queen of Cups with the Justice. That's their Tower moment. Right, so we have the Tower coming out, and it's clarified by the Justice card and the Queen of Cups. Okay, it's like, okay, I need to open up my heart. That's the right thing to do. This is advice to realize that opening up your heart is the right thing to do, and not being this complacent person when it comes to things that you actually want. Not having that level of entitlement. All right, well, I'm gonna just pull from this real quick. Overall advice. Then we're out. We have reached for the stars, seek hidden treasure. I mean, be bold enough to go for it. Be bold enough to go for the thing, but you're gonna have to put effort into it. Whatever it is that you want, back to the beginning, whatever it is that you want, you're gonna have to put more effort than you're used to putting in. All right. Well, let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Taryn Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out that info box below. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Peace.